The story of Galileo. Long before Galileo. In 1543, the year of his death, Polish astronomer Nicolaus Copernicus published his revolutionary work, De Revolutionibus Orbium Coelestium. Copernicus proposed a helio was born in Pisa, Italy, in 1564. Galileo was a brilliant and ambitious mathematician and natural philosopher, known for his sharp intellect and even sharper tongue. Initially, he taught the tradition some perfect, ethereal substance but were physical places. Then, in January 1610, he discovered 4 points of light orbiting the planet Jupiter. He quickly realized these were moons, celestial bodies that did not orbit the Earth. This directly contradicted the Ptolemaic idea that all heavenly motions must be centered on the Earth. He named them the Medicean stars in honor of his patron, Cosimo II de' Medici. A shrewd political move. Galileo also observed that the planet Venus went through a full set of phases, just like the moon. This was impossible in the Ptolemaic system, but was a natural consequence of the Copernican model, where Venus orbits the Sun inside of Earth's orbit. He even observed sunspots, imperfect They argued that a moving earth contradicted passages like Joshua 10:13, where God commands the sun to stand still. Galileo, a devout Catholic, did not see a conflict between his science and his faith. He argued that the Bible was written to teach people how to go to heaven, not how the heavens go. He believed that God endowed humanity with senses, reason, and intellect, and that it was a duty to use them to understand the natural world. In his 1615 letter to the Grand Duchess Christina, he eloquently argued for the separation of scientific and religious authority. He stated that the book of nature and the book of scripture were both written by God and could not truly contradict each other. However, the Church was in a defensive posture, embroiled in the turmoil of the Protestant Reformation. The Council of Trent had decreed that only the Church could interpret Scripture, a response to Protestant claims of individual interpretation. Galileo, a layman, venturing into theological interpretation was seen as a dangerous overreach. In 1616, the matter was formally investigated by the Roman Inquisition. A panel of theological consultants declared the proposition that the sun is the center of the universe to be foolish and absurd in philosophy, and formally heretical. The proposition that the earth moves was declared to be at least erroneous in faith. Copernicus's book was placed on the index of forbidden books, pending correction. Galileo himself was not condemned as a heretic at this time. Instead, he was summoned by the influential Cardinal Robert Bellarmine, the Church's chief theologian. Bellarmine, who had a genuine interest in science, privately warned Galileo of the ruling. He issued an injunction ordering Galileo not to hold, teach, or defend in any way whatsoever the Copernican doctrine. Galileo, wishing to avoid a direct conflict with the Church, agreed to these terms. For several years, Galileo remained publicly silent on the Copernican issue, focusing on other scientific work. The situation changed in 1623 with the election of a new pope, Urban VIII. Feeling confident, Galileo spent the next against him and fueled the Pope's anger. In 1632, the aging and ill Galileo was summoned to Rome to stand trial before the Inquisition. The charge was far more serious than before. Vehement suspicion of heresy. The trial began in April. The one Bellarmine had actually given. Most historians